Open Heaven Daily Devotional by Pastor E. Adeboye. Today, Wednesday, September 24th, 2025. Topic: What you see is what you get. Memory verse: Genesis chapter 13, verse 15. Genesis 13:15. For all the land which thou seest, to thee will I give it, and to thy seed forever. Bible reading: Numbers chapter 13, verse 16 to 33. Numbers 13, 16 to 33. Message: God and Abraham had a conversation one night in Genesis chapter 15, verse 3 to 6. Genesis 15, 3 to 6. And Abraham reminded God that he had not given him an heir. In response, God told him to go outside and see if he could count the stars. He then told him that his children would be as many as the stars. You might wonder, why did God have to tell Abraham to go outside and look at the stars? Why didn't he just tell him that his descendants would be so many that it would be impossible to count them? I believe it was because God needed Abraham to see what he would be getting. Similarly, in Genesis chapter 13, verse 14 to 17, Genesis 13, 14 to 17, God told Abraham, all the land you see shall be yours. He also said, move away from where you are, walk through the land as far as you can, and it shall all be yours. God knew that for Abraham to own the land, he had to first have a vision of it. In any situation you find yourself, what you see is what you will get. In an economy where people complain that things are tough, if you see poverty, that is what you will get. Likewise, if you see abundance, you will experience it. In a situation where doctors say there is no hope, if you see life, you will have it. You have life. All you have to do is regulate your faith to see only what Jesus has promised you, and that is what you will get. In today's Bible reading, Moses sent the 12 spies to check out the land of Canaan, and they came back with reports. While Caleb and Joshua saw themselves inhabiting the land, the remaining 10 spies saw giants and a land that swallowed up its inhabitants. Joshua and Caleb saw God's mighty ability, but the others saw themselves as grasshoppers. In the end, everyone got what they saw. The 10 spies were swallowed up in the wilderness, while Joshua and Caleb got into the land and inhabited it in Numbers chapter 32, verse 11 to 12. Numbers 32, 11 to 12. Beloved, what do you see in your life, marriage or career? Whatever you see is what you will get. If you see victory, you will walk in it. However, if you see defeat, you will experience it. God wants you to see correctly, and the only way to do this is to know what He says in His Word. What has God said about your home, children, career, health, and life? Believe His promises concerning you, and they shall come to pass. Key points: no matter the circumstances that surround you, stand by what God has promised in His Word. Bible in 1 year. Nahum chapter 1 to chapter 3. Nahum chapter 1 to chapter 3. Aim for today: standing on the promises of Christ our King. God bless you.